West will come down outside. Black Thunder 2 lead out lane. Bucks Bond 2 and a trot.
Betfair, proud sponsors of Irish racing on RTE.
The Cheltenham Roar and the one that sends the shivers up the spine. Ted, My Tender Yours, the big favourite in this one. It's funny to think he was a 20-1 shot in November. Everyone talking about jet ski, and now all of a sudden Tony McCoy and My Tender Yours. He's very short though. Yeah, well, hindsight's a great thing. I mean, if we could have known what he could do in that good hurl race at Newbury, the 20-1 looked great at Christmas. But I think he's vulnerable. I think he's definitely a bad price now. I mean, he won at Newbury and he won at Canter. He's the highest rated novice for a long time. But Newbury and Cheltenham were two different tracks. And what he beat at Newbury, I didn't look to me like a vintage hurl race. So. Jessica Harrington was very sweet on jet ski over Christmas. I was at Leopardstown and saw him win very comfortably, and seemed to have drifted a bit since then because of all the support for My Tender Yours. But who do you fancy in this race? Well, I was a jet ski fan from the time I saw him beat Champagne Fever at Fairyhouse early on the season. Then he came back at Christmas. I couldn't have been more impressed with him. His jumping got better. I think whatever beats him will win at Cheltenham. I don't give a damn about My Tender Yours or anything else for that matter. Jet ski looks to me, he stays, travels, he jumps. I can't look beyond them. And not the only two in the race, Barry, as well. Melodic Rendezvous, Puff and Billy as well, who didn't run great at Exeter, but then subsequently found out had a few problems. But the market support has been hammering My Tender Yours over the last while. Yeah, he was as high as 20-1, 33-1 in the anti-post market in some lists. A lot of people reckon the Betfair hurl that he won in Newbury wasn't a very good renewal. They only walked in that race. He sprinted clear, flat track. Cheltenham might be against him. The layers are definitely going to be out to get him at the price kicking off. 13-8 chance for any bookmaker in the first race in Cheltenham is manna from heaven. They will really go after him. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a 2-1 chance or even bigger than that come the day. You'd have to say Dodging Bullets for Paul Nicholls has come in for a bit of support. He's currently into about an 8-1 chance at the moment. Also, Una Ta for Willie Mullins. He's done nothing wrong. He's only won 2 small runner field races, but there is a chance that the Supreme could cut up. And then the big imponderable, obviously, is what way's the ground going to be? Is it going to come up soft on the first day? It looks favoured that there'll definitely be soft in the description on the opening day. Just on it too, yeah. Willie thinks an awful lot of this horse. Lightly raced, Ted. Yeah, I think if the ground comes up soft, Champagne Fever is jet ski's biggest danger. There was only a link between them at Fairyhouse. Champagne Fever didn't jump as well. Cheltenham is a stiffer track than Fairyhouse. I think he's been quoted now at the moment at biggish prices. I think if it's soft ground at Cheltenham on Tuesday, Champagne Fever is jet ski's biggest danger. Does he need to get off in front though? I don't think he does. And I tell you one thing, if he does need to get off in front, he'll be handy every step of the way. I don't think he needs to make it. But, I mean, having said that, it's not a bad place to be in Cheltenham in the first couple all the way. Well, the favourite as well loves to lead from the front. He just seems to bound her off like willy-nilly. It doesn't seem to matter who's in the race. He'll be up there. He'll be in the van, definitely. There's not going to be a lack of pace, that's for sure. No. One horse that I would give an honourable mention to is the Betfair Timeform horse, Course of Causes, that won the Labrador Curl in Ascot back in December last year. He subsequently ran in the Betfair Hurl in Newbury and ran no race, pulled him up. Davy Condon pulled him up very quickly, but Gordon Elliott's been making really good sounds about him, and at maybe around a 50-1 chance he might be worth a modest investment at around 50-1. Okay, so basically the advice is a little bit short the favourite, so perhaps look elsewhere for some value.
West will come down outside. Black Thunder 2 lead out lane. Bucks Bond 2 and a trot.
Betfair, proud sponsors of Irish racing on RTE.